6,500 motorists have been arrested by the police between January 9 and January 19 for various traffic offences in an operation code-named No to Mshika-shika. The operation, since its launch, has resulted in increased roadblocks and patrols by the police targeting unroadworthy and unregistered vehicles.
So, according to the police, the Operation No to Mshika-shika, the 61 unregistered vehicles have since been impounded with 190 touts. Also arrested, National Police spokesperson Paul Nyati said the operation is ongoing.
You need to take into consideration the prevailing situation on the ground. But I want to assure Zimbabwe that the operation will continue. And also, during the operation, we also take action against vehicles which are being driven on the roads without displaying number plates. Some of the vehicles are being used to commit robbery cases. Some of them are being used to commit hit and run accidents where people are getting injured, where people are dying, and the drivers do not bother to stop at all. So definitely the operation will continue for the undefined period.
There has been ongoing concern from the public over the operation, risking the lives of people as cops engage in high-speed chases with rogue operators. Over the weekend, a cop was injured after his service vehicle was hit by a train while chasing after a fleeing combi. There has also been a viral video of some combi crews jumping off a moving vehicle, leaving it to crash on a tree while fleeing from the cops. Tich, this is something that I have also been kind of weary about. I mean, when I'm driving, I'm literally scared. I should not be scared of any policeman, because the police should really be, even if I'm making a mistake, they should be kind about it and actually lead me into the right direction. So I had a situation, remember, when I had that third number plate issue. I literally had 4 police people come to my car. One gets in the car, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, are they about to arrest me?
It felt like a drug
Yeah,
raid.
and I'm like, well, can I make a phone call? Because I'm like, well, can I call somebody to come and help me out? Are you taking my car? Are you impounding me? And the lady's like, no, we're not taking your car, but we're going to the police station. And I'm thinking, okay, what is the problem, officer? You know what I'm saying? And then it's just that intimidation that I feel also, as much as the police is doing a great job in kind of getting people off the road that are not supposed to be on the road, don't intimidate me. I'm just a citizen. I do own a car, and I don't think it's a problem to own a car. And if there's something wrong with my car, let's talk to each other properly. Because you also find once you get to the station, you stay there for 2 hours over something that you can do in 5 minutes.
I think, Marisa, unfortunately, I think you're a victim of some of the not so great drivers on the road, particularly the public transport operators, because I would hasten to say this. It's quite disturbing to see the behavior. I think we saw that
we
clip.
Have seen that. That is
of some of these, especially the combi drivers and the Mshika-shika drivers. They are rogue. I remember on Jason Moyo one time, I was going down there and I literally saw a Mshika-shika driving the wrong way on the pavement. And people ducking for cover. Yeah. So I think an unintended consequence of that is the cops, in trying to, carry out these operations effectively, they treat everybody as a
like a combi driver,
like a combi driver. So there's that aggression. Like I remember on Simon Mazoro Day the other day, just as you get to that intersection where our fellow broadcaster is located. You know what? I saw a policeman with a button stick literally spanking a combi.
Yeah.
So I think because of the cat and mouse games that they play with the Mshika-shika drivers and the combi drivers, I think they then become conditioned to that. So when they meet an ordinary citizen who is breaking the law by not having a
if I look like a combi driver or whatever.
No, that's what I'm saying. When they then come across an ordinary citizen, I don't know whether they then have necessarily the emotional intelligence to then dial it down.
But you know what? Emotional intelligence, policeman, no ordinary person, humanity. which is something that we are always talking about. We're human beings.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, let's treat each other with respect, because the minute you start throwing fire at me, I'm already like in the defense. I want to throw fire at you, and then arrests are done and things like that. But at the end of the day, I'm not saying it is correct what combi drivers or even other people who are not combi drivers are doing, just being on the road. But at the end of the day, it is humanity, and to just allow also the citizens and everyone to just be careful, because it is something that's going around right now.
And I think it's disturbing, because if you look at those numbers, 6,500 traffic offences, people arrested for that over a 10-day period in January. We usually talk about the festive season being silly season, but I don't know what people are doing. And it's disturbing, because you look at the dates, right, from the 9th to the 19th.
That's 10 days, yeah.
That's 10 days, but that's also that window where a lot of people were doing their back-to-school activities, were sending kids back to school, were doing that first week of school run.
A lot of activity was happening then.
What is going on? Yeah. Where is our humanity? And hopefully, we'll continue engaging the police and also speaking up for the ordinary citizens. So I'm sure they are a listening police, and they'll take some notes.
I also think, we are having those rules really that are going around on social media. What is this fine for? How much is it? I feel like as citizens as well, let's delve into that. Let's do our due diligence, find out how much it is to have a fine for not having a fire extinguisher, for example, because some police people will tell you, oh, it's $30, but it's actually 20, and then you start fighting for that. So what is the real thing? Can we really have that stipulated, and so that we know